All right, everybody, we are here in Week 8 going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Battle for Ohio. Right now, I am tied with Pittsburgh at 5-2. And I'm wanting to get this lead in the division. Either if I lose, I'm tied with Pittsburgh. If I win, I surpass Pittsburgh. So I'm all about this. I mean, this is a tough division, right? We got 4-3 Bengals and 4-3 Ravens, I believe. So this is going to be a tough matchup here, and I'm expecting the Bengals to really challenge me this game. But I also thought the same thing about the Baltimore Ravens, so we'll see if it might be easier than I think it is. Now we see the Ravens getting a win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, over Tom Brady. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence right now is the leading MVP candidate, and he's over there doing well with Jacksonville. Yeah, Burrow's got 2,200 yards, and it's only game 7, or 8, excuse me, game 8. So clearly he's having a good year. So here we go in the dime formation. And if you didn't already notice right now, I did not record this audio live, so this is why I'm talking more in past tense. So start off with Mixon, it's 8-yard gain there. And really this entire game, my focus is on Jamar Chase, making sure that he does not break free for a big play. So right now they open with 2 rushes with Mixon, which is how they're going to probably beat me if they do, is through that running game, because I am all focused on stopping the pass. So a short one over the middle, dropped by Volson. Now it's 2nd and 10. And right there, just was not able to keep up with the speedy receiver, Taj Boyd. But as a 55-yard play, not what I wanted to give up. I was hoping Kuamoa could have at least swatted the ball away, but I'm also going up against a 90-some-plus overall quarterback. So he's going to put the ball exactly where he needs it to be. And then they do the jet sweep, and now I'm thinking, this isn't so great. They have, a lot of big plays coming at me. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So here I'm going to take on Jones. Try to guard that. And so here we are, successful again against them. Winovich doing the exact job that Clowney was doing, except for I'm paying him a lot less, and he's actually interested in being on the team. So that was definitely a coverage sack, because I mean, if it wasn't Winovich, Garrett was just there, and Williams would have been there too. So 2nd and 19. I'm really feeling pretty good about this. And there's Garrett getting him for a 2nd sack. 3rd and 33. Exactly what you're hoping for out of your defense. 2 back-to-back sacks. Each sack losing 10 yards. So now we're just trying to play some coverage here. Maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure. And we defend it. So we force the punt on the opening drive. Definitely something that brings a smile to my face. And really beautiful punt. So pinning me at the 7-yard line. So here we are with Jacoby. Oh, okay, I thought they were going to give me the Brissett screen. Here's Jacoby Brissett. So he is in his 4th start, I believe, as quarterback, because he beat the Chargers. He's in his 3rd. Beat the Ravens. He's in his 4th start, because he beat the Chargers. He beat the Ravens, the Patriots, the Ravens. So he's 3-0 as a starter, and now he's going up against the Bengals here. So we start off with a run with Chubb, and they swallow that up. However, Chubb gets 4 yards. So even on a play that should have been a loss or at the line of scrimmage, here we are getting the first. You're getting 4 yards. Now we're going to go again. And now it's 3rd and inches. Here I go with my heavy set.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Big man Jason Peters coming in. I mean, anyone would tell that I'm forecasting my run, but all those big men up front, just you gotta go beat them, which they did not. So here we are in shotgun now with Hunt, trying to get a pass play to get Jacoby a little bit of a rhythm.
Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here I go for the run. Brissett gets about 10 on that run there. I do sometimes wonder if I did have Watson on this team, how good I'd be with some of these plays, because Watson definitely is better than Mayfield and Brissett. But I do like the challenge of not playing with that quarterback. And that was a very tight, bad play on my part. Definitely a risky throw there that could have been disastrous. But now I'm going to go and try to get that first down with a run. So giving it off to Chubb again. And he gets exactly what he needed.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a...
So now we're going with the tight end corner. We got Lewis and Njoku, Cooper. Right there, I see it with Lewis, and there's Lewis's catch. A 35-year-old tight end. Here I am bringing out all the veterans from back when I was active in Madden.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty
Now we're going back to slowing it down. Another run with Chubb.
Pretty good arm, too.
And here we go, big play. He's already at 26 yards here in the first quarter. I mean, whatever I snap here, it's going to be the end of the quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And right there, trying to go around the outside, but they were not giving it at all on that.
Only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb.
Another outside run I tried, but just didn't have any real blocking there. So here I am trying to find a way to get that first down on 3rd and long. And there I just take a deep throw because I didn't see any real options. Probably should have been more careful with the ball, but regardless, I get the field goal here. K. York through the uprights. Kid's got 99 kick power. It's his accuracy that always needs tweaked, so I'm very confident with his leg. So here we are kicking off. See the Patriots beating the Jets, so that's perfectly fine by me because any team I beat, I don't mind if they win somewhere else. Zach Wilson having an uncharacteristic good game. And there, right there, the Steelers lose to the Eagles, which is a huge delight for me. I am playing Monday Night Football right now, so all the games are in. So the Steelers losing to the Eagles is helpful, because if I win this game, I will be number 1 in the division at 6-2. If I lose, I'm 5-3, and tied with Pittsburgh, who wins the tiebreaker over me, because Pittsburgh gave me my first loss in that frustrating Week 3 game. But they haven't faced Jacoby Brissett yet, so jury is still out. And there we go, me just doing dumb defense, not being able to run right at the tackler and run around him.
Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
So here we go, 3rd and inches. I'm not really optimistic here on any of my stopping abilities on 3rd and short. But they do the pass play. And there I go with the interception. That little mislead, thinking that I'm not in line or not covering the receiver. That interception is huge for me as we're able to now possibly take a 10-0 lead. Worst case, as long as I don't turn it over, I get another field goal. So here we go, Chubb and Hunt. You see Chubb running the ball there. Yes, I apologize to Nick Chubb for calling him a chump. I love him deeply. All right, here we go. Throw to the outside there for Njoku.
And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And here we go with the run for Chubb, and he does, in fact, get the first down.
He takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Now it's 2 minutes.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain.
Main goal here is to try to drain as much clock as I can, but also still get the touchdown, because I do want to score. So there I was looking at doing a pass play, but then decided to change my mind to the power run here with my man Peters. And sure enough, my attempt to kill the clock ends up resulting in an immediate touchdown. And Chubb just gets that major gap there. It's amazing the impact I have when I put someone like Peters as a tight end, because he's just able to hold his block, which some of my tight ends and receivers just can't do. And so that strategy I've implemented this year has been paying off tremendously.
Just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by York is
So now we're going to go do the kickoff.
to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
All right, so here we are coming out in the nickel. Now my goal here is just to slow them down.
Bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
There he goes across the middle.
A little bit in order to try and get to the ball.
Moving down the field faster than I really like them to.
Now, but that clock rolling. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And they go by the side. Stop the clock there.
That's Hurst. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going.
Yeah, Jared Goff having a really, really good game for Detroit.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
So there they go with a small route there. And, you know, you expect him to tackle right on, but he breaks the tackle and allows a longer run there.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
So here we are in coverage. And Ronnie Harrison making the play there.
5 straight connections, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
So there I put some pressure. And unfortunately, lucked out. I mean, I thought he could have caught that ball. Really was hoping we could have sacked Burrow there, but unfortunately we're not able to hit him. Now I got Kolmoa, and they just throw to the right side there for Hurst. They keep their drive alive with 40 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. So what I do there is, because I'm tired of my linebacker possibly being beat, I throw another safety at the sub linebacker here. So Red Wine comes in for Koromoa, who is a great linebacker, and I can control him. But right now I'm seeing too many, and that's where probably a linebacker would have been better on a screenplay. But it's too many passes, too many fast receivers. I needed more speed, more coverage. So I decided to swap the linebacker for the safety. So that's why Red Wine kind of takes over the dime package for the rest of the game. And there, I start chasing the wrong guy. If I kept in the middle, I possibly would have been able to stop that. But Boyd gets the touchdown for the Bengals, so they're able to get that 10-7 chip away at my lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one.
So here I go with the attempt of maybe, can I get into field goal range?
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark.
So here I am with some
Don't forget about those guys
deep
up front
routes.
too.
And right there, I just throw it to get rid of it because I saw that blitz coming. Unfortunately for me, he roughed the passer. So when I saw him running, I knew I had to throw the ball out of there. Otherwise, that would have been a sack. So now I'm at the 40-yard line, feeling pretty good about this. I got my speedster in Grant. I'm going to try to get up the middle there. And unfortunately, here I am trying to roll out. I do try to throw the ball, and apparently that means he fumbled. And so Brissett fumbles in a costly zone. Luckily for Conklin, who did not block his man, was at least able to come up with the fumble recovery. So heading into halftime, we're 10-7, getting the ball back at half, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I would have liked to have seen us stop the Bengals from getting a TD. Notice I got the rush yard advantage, but they're pounding me on the offensive passing yards because I'm not passing the ball at all. So now we are starting the third quarter. McPherson goes to do the kickoff. I'm going to be waving the hand for the fair catch.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this.
Right, that 3-game win streak. You heard him say it. So here we go. Now I'm trying to get some passes going, and I see on the far side there the open Peoples-Jones. Definitely a good 5th, 6th round pick whenever he was actually drafted. That late round Donovan Peoples-Jones. And I like him as a Browns fan. I mean, now here I throw it to Chubb. Not the best decision on my part. He was double covered, but somehow got the pass interference call on that. But that's the advantage of stretching the field and taking those shots, is you never know what's going to happen. So that was definitely a form of help. So now we're going to do the screen with Chubb to get some yards for Brissett. So he's at 4-7, 54 yards. Chubb helping get 6. So I noticed Chubb was getting a little tired. I'm trying to mix it around. So here I go with Jerome Ford, who's my rookie. And he has a nice 8-yard gain in his first real carry. I might try to get him more attention as the season goes on, especially if I'm pretty solid in the playoffs, because the last thing I want is to see Chubb or Hunt get injured heading into the playoffs. So here I'm trying to make a big play, but notice how many, they had 4 DBs in the end zone, so I was not going to make a strike for the touchdown. That check down was enough. And so here I'm going to be on the goal line. I put Chubb in at fullback, and I'm going to use a fullback dive to get into the end zone here. And so here's really dumb because I thought the X button would be diving into the end zone. Instead he kind of gave himself up. So I was a little peeved about that. So we're going to do the same run. And there we are. Now we're in the end zone. No issues there. Chubb gets his second touchdown of the game. See, the announcer, I said it before the announcer did. So here we go. Now I'm feeling definitely more comfortable with a 2-possession lead, field goal with 10 points separating us. And we chip away over half the quarter on that drive. So that was decent timing. Yeah, I probably could have chewed more clock, but the penalty really helped us. And then, Chubb was very active just even as a receiver. I mean, he had the screen pass, he had the catch that brought him to the 1-yard line. So it felt right helping him finish that drive off. Man, Winston over there with 352 yards in the loss against the Raiders.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are
so here I continue to expect pass, and sure enough, here's the pass. And he drops it.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because
so here we are back in dime package.
that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
So a nice gain for Chase there.
The athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route.
So 3rd and 1. I mean, of course, I'm thinking it could easily be a run, but I'm trying not to allow. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna get his 3 yards. I mean, Williams is over there really excited he got the tackle, but it would have been nice if he tackled behind the line. But
Defense there. They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
so here they go, spreading out the field.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So I see him cutting across the middle, but then I really miss on that route. I mean, I didn't really. It's hard to blame me entirely for that coverage, but.
That's good for 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
So they run the ball there. Good run there. Good blocking. Again, I'm right now just prioritizing defending the deep play or the big play.
Now Burrow.
There we go. Nice defense. I mean, I was worried about that catch, but sure enough, I did not have to stress about it.
This defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And as they come to the line, they will not.
So here we are heading into the 4th quarter with the lead. Two possession lead too, which is always my goal. Trying to be 2 possessions above my opponent. And right there, I mean, what else can you do? You know, you got Higgins overcoming my top cornerback. There's nothing I really could have done on that play. There was just the Bengals have too much talent from that quarterback and of course the receivers.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this.
But here we go. We have the opportunity to extend our lead, and if we score here, preferably a touchdown, we are 2 possessions.
Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game.
So easy, small play there to Mercedes Lewis.
So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
So I move my tight end over, and there we go. Notice the tight end doing his job, having a beautiful blocking scheme there, getting the first down for Chubb.
You'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely.
So now we're, yep, as he just said, I'm trying to bleed this drive. Keep relying on Chubb, and here is a beautiful run. Good 8 yards there, 7 yards, I guess. Got 63 yards rushing, and he has scored all the touchdowns for this game.
Rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
So here we go. Just getting the pass out there and getting the first down. I thought I was going to be sacked. I wasn't very confident there, but saw Chubb. But now we're going to switch off to getting Hunt some action.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So there Hunt goes. And I probably could use more Hunt in my games, but again, it's trying to get the running game with 2 solid running backs. So Chubb normally takes priority, but Hunt, of course, is just fantastic. And I mean, he could be a trade option in the offseason. I did re-sign him. And here we go, Brissett completing the pass for Cooper. You might have seen 3 games back or 2 games back, I tried that in the rain. Cooper was open and Brissett just threw the ball out of bounds. This time I got that same play, but this time to work. So very happy to see that play working out for the first down. And as you can see, we're now closing in on that 2-minute mark.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession.
So here we are on the goal line. I'm going to try the little sweep there, giving Schwartz, my speedster. Although the speed did not help him with the run, at least I gained yards. I might even consider putting Hunt in that position and maybe having my other running back catch the pitch. But at this point, I have no plans to really pass the ball. It's all run. It's going to be running 3 straight times, if not 2 times in the field goal. So here we are, doing my heavy set. All tight ends, no receivers, extra O linemen. And anytime I do that lineup, Chubb normally gets 7-some yards or more. And this time, he just got his 7 he needed, which was the touchdown. So Chubb with 3 touchdowns in this game. Very proud of him. Proud of this way this game is played out. Again, the Bengals are loaded. I can't believe I'm doing this well against them. But the Madden gods are giving me grace in this game, so I'll take it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback.
So now, of course, we have to play some defense, and all I care about right now is no big plays, because I do not want them to have a fast score and then force me to drain the clock with them with 2 timeouts.
Here's Burrow.
So there they are, a 2-yard play. I'll happily take that.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
So there they are, 3rd and 4. I expect them to, I mean, in these instances, when you're spreading the field, getting 4 yards in a pass play is pretty easy. But if they are only getting those 4 yards, like they did just there, oh, that's right. He would have gotten it if he caught it, but it's now 4th and 4. So try my best here, and they connect over the middle. And so Burrow's starting to rack up the yards. He got 215 there. And there they go, connecting to the corner there with, I forget who that one is. It's Higgins, I think. Yep. So yeah, I mean, right now I'm trying to stop some of these bigger plays from taking over the game. So he's over the middle, which means that he's got to hurry up or call the timeout. And right there, I was hoping Newsome was going to be able to get the interception or at least swat the ball away, but did not happen. So now I'm guarding the deep end zone, but unfortunately, gets all the way down to the 1. I don't know why they hurry up and then call a timeout, because that kills time that they don't want to give up. So here we are going with the 4-3, trying to hope that I can maybe come up with a stop here or a turnover. And sure enough, I mean, look at that. Literally, my linebacker ran in a circle trying to guard him. So, of course, not happy I gave up the score, but knowing that they need an onside kick, which is unlikely, which is why having a 2-score lead heading into the 4th is always ideal. Because when he goes 8 for 9 and 71 yards and a touchdown, almost perfect, you know, I don't want to be within that 1 possession lead. And there's Peoples-Jones getting the catch on the onside kick. And so technically I should be kneeling, because kneeling is the safe thing to do, but I'm trying to give Chubb some yards here. Sure enough, they call a timeout. And so now as we wind down these final seconds of the game, going to run one more time with Chubb here.
Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
So nice chunk of yards there, brings him to 85 yards. I try to see if I can snap it one more time, but I cannot. So Chubb ends with 85 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chubb is not as high as some of the other rushers in the league because of, you know, we're just focusing on winning, not stats. But he is top 3 with touchdowns. So I forget, I think it's Derrick Henry that has 12 touchdowns. But then Chubb has 10 and someone else has 10. But yeah, I mean, I'm very pleased with this game. Here we are moving 6-2. We take control of the division by 1 game. They, of course, overpower me with passing yards, but the rushing yards is enough for me to be carried.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
So as we look at some highlights here, we see Burrow just being fantastic, but that 1 turnover was costly. That turnover, that interception gave us the double-digit lead. And then,
for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.
Yeah, this is how the Browns season should have gone down. Even with Brissett, I mean, again, Brissett's not a scrub, so he does pretty well. So here we are with the season goal of winning the Super Bowl, and we're working our way there. And I do wonder, if we win the Super Bowl, does that draw attention from other free agent quarterbacks that I could bring on? Yeah, so here we are moving on to the bye week. I'm going to list my plans there. Not sure why Madden 23 has such a long loading screen. I decided to do morale and maybe lose some awareness, so just because morale will increase their playability, so I want to get them as happy as possible. And there we go. Thanks for watching.